Heaven, everyone. This is Tycoon Heaven, and today we're gonna do a video thinking and speaking in yes, right? Got a little heaven back there. We love that, right? Heaven everywhere I go. And so, yes, let us remember that heaven is defined as a state of supreme bliss or a state of utmost happiness. So, when we refer to heaven, we were referring to those states, yes? And in the last video that I did, we were talking about the ways up to how do you build the good and how do you actually build the bad. So today we'll actually discuss how the good is built, how the bad is built. Yes, and so um, in our scientific comprehension, we comprehend that there must be this eternal solid. Yes, well that's my word. Yes, but I'm one of the best thinkers that ever been born. So yeah, right, there must be this particular thing that is without space. It's spaceless. It's everywhere at every point in the geometry. Yes. And we take that premise because waves are what something does. When we're talking about vibration, we're talking about waves. Yes, waves are what something does. Movement inside of the eternal solid, movement of the eternal solid yields geometries through vibration. Yes, and we comprehend that vibration is literally the hysteresis. Yes, and so then we start getting into the play of frequencies. Frequencies are vibrations, vibrations are waves of the ether, and so we're talking about particular etheric perturbations. Yes, and so instead of saying frequencies, we're talking about etheric perturbations. Yes, because we all comprehend that the only thing that shape out here are vibrations. Yes, and what are the qualities of particular frequencies? Yes. What are the qualities of frequencies that are low and slow? Yes. What are the qualities of frequencies of etheric perturbations that are high powered and fast? Yes. Because we see that we go from that to that, or we see that there's a natural progression from that to this. Yes, does it all have to make sense? I doubt it. Yes, but it flows in this nice natural way. And so we begin to look at, okay, what do these particular frequencies do? Yes, and we learn that, and it was intuitive because we gave these words, these names, before we comprehended what frequencies were. Yes, before we comprehended what an etheric perturbation was. Yes, and so we learned that negative frequencies are low and slow. Yes, positive frequencies are high powered and fast. Right, low powered, slow, high powered and fast. Yes, and that's exactly how the good is getting built. That's exactly how the bad is getting built, right? In order to build the bad and maintain the bad, because when we talking about a geometry, a geometric progression through time, which is what anything is that you can see, right? You got this picture on the wall back here. This is a geometry, right? It is a scene. The scene is a geometry. The scene is and will always be once made. Yes. And so when we're talking about etheric perturbations, we're talking about etheric perturbations that are maintained to create the static geometry. Yes, because when you string lots of geometries together, you get a geometric progression, right? You get state travel, you get the experience of life. Yes, and so when we're talking about the good scenes and the bad scenes, we're literally talking about the etheric perturbations that maintain those scenes throughout eternity. Yes? And as we hearken over and over and over again, yes, there is an absolute relationship between vibration and atomic arrangement. There, it's right there. If you would like to have positive atomic arrangements, positive geometric progressions, you have to be dealing with positive energies. What are positive energies? Positive energies are energies that are high powered and fast. Yes? And we comprehend that negative energies are low powered and slow. If you would like to build the scene of a massacre, you're going to have to do that with low and slow vibrations. Yes? Because the high powered fast vibrations, it they do other things, right? Like if you're trying to make a joyous, happy scene, you're going to need to use high powered and fast vibrations to do so, because that is what they make. Yes. And once again, I like this heaven thing, I like this happiness thing. And when we come to the idea of the deities, yes, we are talking about, how did the deity build bad? How did the deity build good? Because from a deity standpoint, they have the most freedom of expression, the most joy about existing when they get to do the good and the bad. Right? Different levels of life. They build and maintain. Right? And so in the building of the bad, they use the low and the slow. That's what's going on. Look at your vibratory patterns. They are low and they are slow. Yes? And as far as for us heaven yes minds, look at our vibratory patterns, right? They are fast and they are high powered. Yes? And so you have the information on how to actually build realities. Yes? How to build the etheric perturbation that allows for all the atomic arrangement and all the geometric progressions of the atomic arrangements. Heaven, heaven, I love you all.